Let's jump straight into what went down in this absolutely packed episode. We've got dual storylines happening, the Guangali Beach dungeon raid, and Jinwoo dealing with the aftermath of Jenna's high school dungeon break. Let me tell you, things got intense. So first, let's talk about what's happening at Guangali Beach. The Knights Guild raid is continuing, and those shadow ants from Jinwoo are literally everywhere. You can just feel the tension as these 8 hunters are watching these creatures swarm all over the cavern walls. I mean, can you blame them for being nervous? I'd be freaking out too if I was surrounded by an army of shadow monsters. Poor Jongsu is caught in such a tough position. You can see him weighing his options. They can't back out now with all those reporters waiting outside. That would be so embarrassing. But then, bam! Beru just materializes right in front of him. That has to be terrifying. Jongsu literally freezes up, trying to find the right words to address this monster respectfully. And what does Beru do? Just stares at him in complete silence before vanishing. Talk about intimidating. But wait, it gets better. Beru reappears and tosses a severed head at Jongsu's feet. Not just any head, a Death Knight's head. One of the strongest monsters they could face, and Beru killed it like it was nothing. The look on Jongsu's face when he realizes what happened, priceless. He just slumps to the ground, completely overwhelmed. His teammates have to check if he's okay. But Jongsu, ever the professional, reminds them of the value of magic stones from high-ranking monsters like this. Money talks, am I right? And just like that, the raid party is moving again. Now they reach the boss's lair, and what do they find? An Archlich surrounded by Death Knights. If you know anything about solo leveling lore, you know this is bad news. Jongsu immediately recalls how an Archlich wiped out China's Gold Dragon Guild. That incident nearly caused a catastrophic dungeon break that only Lua Gang managed to contain. The Death Knights start marching toward them, and Jongsu has to act first. He orders his team to block the doors, and Yurim throws up a holy shield barrier, but even she knows it won't last more than 5 minutes. They're in serious trouble without Jinwoo. But then, this is where it gets epic. Beru steps forward, walks right past the hunters, and stands in front of the Archlich. The boss actually recognizes the Shadow Army and demands to know why the Monarch's personal army is attacking them. Beru's response is cold. You have been chosen by the king. You have not. The Archlich wants to speak to the king directly, but before it can finish its sentence, boom, Beru is inches from its face. One swift move and Beru's claw pierces through its chest. He grips the Lich's heart and yanks it free. Can you imagine? The boss is literally trembling, begging Beru not to break it. But does Beru care? Nope. He crushes the life source in his fist, and just like that, the Archlich and all its Death Knights disintegrate into thin air. Beru lets out this triumphant roar, and the Knights Guild members are just standing there in complete disbelief and excitement. No casualties on their side. Jinwoo's Shadow Army is just that powerful. Meanwhile, back at Jenna's high school, things aren't so celebratory. There's this large crowd gathered, and the atmosphere is just heavy. Parents are mourning their children lost in the dungeon outbreak. It's a stark contrast to the victory we just witnessed. Jinwoo has already left the scene and is now riding with President Go Gunhee. The president gives him the rundown. 213 students escaped safely. 10 were rescued, but the rest, they didn't make it. And that's not all. President Go shares that gate appearances worldwide have been increasing over the last 6 months. And alongside that, more people are awakening as hunters. It's like the world is trying to maintain balance between threats and protectors. So why did President Go come to see Jinwoo personally? Apparently, several countries are interested in recruiting our S-rank hero. Some are even making super lucrative offers. The association has protected Jinwoo's personal info so far, but ultimately, it's up to him whether he engages with these nations. President Go is genuinely worried that if Jinwoo leaves Korea, the country might struggle with the changes coming. Korea has already lost 3 official S-rank hunters, 2 in the Jeju raid and 1 to the United States. Losing Jinwoo would be devastating. But instead of answering about whether he'll stay, Jinwoo makes this unexpected request. He wants permission to enter high-ranking gates alone. This completely bypasses the minimum capacity requirement. President Go is shocked, since the law requiring multiple hunters is meant to protect them from unnecessary risks. It suddenly clicks for President Go. This is why Jinwoo formed his own guild. While the idea of a one-man raid team is unheard of, President Go understands that Jinwoo isn't just any hunter. He agrees it's not impossible, and promises to make it happen. President Go heads straight to the National Assembly to discuss Jinwoo's request to recognize his minions as official squad members. Of course, there's immediate pushback, with one assembly member calling it absurd and accusing President Go of playing favorites. But President Go poses this brilliant question. If they had to choose between sending regular hunters or letting Jinwoo clear a dungeon alone, which would they pick? Boom, the room goes silent. He reminds them that guilds worldwide want to recruit Jinwoo. If Korea doesn't compromise, he might leave for another country. They can't repeat past mistakes like when Hunter Hwang Dong-soo defected to the United States. And what if another S-rank gate appears in Korea? They'll need someone capable of protecting them. Meanwhile, completely unaware of all this drama, Yu-yoon is busy with her entertainment career. She gets a call from her brother Jinho, inviting her to join Ahjin Guild. He assures her she won't have to do any actual work, they just need one more founding member to register the guild. She's skeptical at first, thinking it might be a scam, but Jinho tells her she'll be shocked when she finds out who's involved. When Soo-yeon arrives at the guild office, Jinho introduces her to the son Jinwoo. Can you imagine meeting the famous Jinwoo in person? I'd totally freak out too. Jinho reminds her that she's the real celebrity in the family, but Soo-yeon is clearly more excited about meeting Jinwoo. Jinwoo notices the family dynamics. Jinho is a D-rank hunter while Soo-yeon is A-rank. He wonders if genetics play a role in awakening, thinking about cases of siblings gaining abilities, and his own father who was a hunter. It's an interesting theory. Jinwoo warns Soo-yeon that joining their guild will cause a media frenzy and asks if she's prepared. She brushes it off, saying anything is better than being involved with Jinsun, apparently Jinho's older brother with a terrible personality. Then Soo-yeon asks for a selfie with Jinwoo. He agrees, and she posts it on social media immediately. Of course, it goes viral instantly. But when Jin-ah sees the photo, she feels this deep insecurity she's never felt before. Oh snap, is this the beginning of some drama? After the National Assembly approves Jinwoo's request, he and Jinho arrive at an A-rank gate for their guild's first authorized raid. The chief inspector of the Hunters Association's surveillance team, Woo Jinchul, is there to assess Jinwoo's shadow soldiers. He quickly notes they're at least B-rank, with some likely reaching A-rank. They easily pass the safety checks, proving they're more than capable. Jinchul realizes those questioning whether Jinwoo got special treatment simply don't understand his true power. Before they enter the gate, Jinchul unexpectedly removes his coat to reveal a full suit of armor underneath. Chairman Go ordered him to personally observe the raid to ensure everything's safe. Jinwoo questions if Jinchul is truly prepared for what's ahead, and boy, Jinchul has no idea what he's about to witness. Inside the dungeon, it's an absolute massacre. Jinwoo's shadow soldiers are ruthlessly slashing through A-rank Naga monsters. The shadow ants are literally devouring their prey alive. Iron and Tank are tearing through monsters with brute force, and Beru decapitates a Naga with a single effortless slice. Sweat is dripping down Jinchul's forehead as he watches this carnage. Even elite veteran hunters would struggle against these opponents, but Jinwoo's Shadow Army is making it look easy. And Igris? Oh my god, Igris! Wielding that Demon Monarch sword, moving with blinding speed, lightning striking from his blade with every swing. He's annihilating Nagas in an instant. Jinchul even wonders if Igris surpasses A-rank hunters, and if he himself would stand a chance against him one-on-one. While his army handles the monsters, Jinwoo commands another squad to mine the mana crystals, making sure every resource is efficiently used. Jinchul now fully understands why Chairman Go sent him. Jinwoo isn't just a one-man assault squad. He can clear an A-rank dungeon, retrieve valuable corpses, and mine mana crystals entirely on his own. Then the dungeon boss appears, a massive Naga wielding dual tridents. Jinchul feels uneasy, but Jinwoo remains calm. He instructs his mining team to keep working and commands the rest of his soldiers to return to him. Jinchul is confused. Why send away the shadows when they could easily handle the boss? Jinwoo just smirks and takes out his human monarch's dagger. He explains that relying too much on his shadows could dull his own abilities. Then he lunges forward. The Naga boss roars and swings its trident with immense force, but Jinwoo has already moved. In a flash, he closes the distance, dodging effortlessly, and before the creature can react, Jinwoo slices through its head in one swift, precise strike. A notification appears. Jinwoo has reached level 101. Even better, all his job-exclusive skills have leveled up. His Shadow Exchange cooldown decreased by an hour. Jinwoo realizes that if it continues to decrease with each level, he could eventually move freely anywhere without worrying about his mother and sister's safety. Meanwhile, Jinchel is frozen, trying to process what he just witnessed. Jinwoo sliced through thick Naga scales with just 2 daggers, something that should be impossible. But wait, there's more. Jinwoo raises his hand over the fallen Naga boss and says one word, "Arise." The system notifies him that the shadow enhancement was successful. His new soldier starts at level 13 and radiates an enormous amount of mana. Jinwoo thinks it might be able to increase its size through magic like Tusk. He names it Jima. Outside the gate, reporters are waiting. Cameras ready. Then from within the gate, an enormous figure emerges carrying the Naga boss's carcass on its shoulders. It's Tusk. Gasps fill the air, cameras flash wildly. There's brief panic among the reporters until they realize it's Jinwoo's summon, and fear turns to excitement. Tusk, feeling self-conscious in the spotlight, responds with a big, awkward smile. Jinwoo and Jinho realize their first raid has attracted way more attention than expected. Chief Wu Jinchel arrives at the Hunter Association with the same exhausted and shaken expression. He recounts everything to President Go, admitting what he witnessed wasn't a raid, it was a massacre. President Go understands the toll this experience took on him and tells Jinchel to rest. Alone in his office, President Go stands by the window, deep in thought. Jinwoo had cleared an A-rank dungeon, retrieved monster corpses, and mined mana crystals completely on his own. He truly is a one-man guild, an army unto himself. President Go smiles, knowing his instincts were right. Korea and the world are on the brink of a massive power shift, and the first tremor is already underway. But in Tokyo, something terrifying happens. The bustling city suddenly comes to a standstill. All eyes turn to the sky where an enormous shadow looms overhead. A gigantic portal the size of a skyscraper has opened in the heart of Shinjuku. An S-rank gate has just appeared. And that wraps up the Ahjin Guild Arc. This episode was packed with action, politics, and some serious foreshadowing. What did you think of Jinwoo's Shadow Army in action? Are you excited to see what this new S-rank gate in Tokyo means? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next part when it drops. This is Otakuact signing off. See you in the next one.